Imagine this. You wake up already tired, your phone buzzes with emails before you've even had coffee, and traffic is a nightmare. By the time you sit at your desk, your shoulders are tight, your jaw clenched, and you're already running on fumes. Sound familiar? Here's a surprising fact. According to the American Institute of Stress, around 77% of Americans regularly experience physical symptoms caused by stress, and nearly half say stress negatively impacts their sleep, health, or relationships. That's not just being busy, that's stress taking a real toll. But here's the good news. Stress doesn't have to control you. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with simple, science-backed techniques you can use right away to calm your body and mind. No expensive gadgets, no complicated routines. Just practical tips you can do anytime, anywhere. So stick around, because in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we'll explore easy strategies to manage stress, ones that could make your days feel lighter and your nights more restful. Stress has almost become a badge of honor in America today. We glorify being busy. We equate hustle with success. But the truth is, chronic stress is silently draining our energy, weakening our immune systems, and raising our risk for heart disease, anxiety, and even depression. Think about it. Our diets are often rushed, packed with sugar and caffeine. We're glued to screens all day, whether it's work, news, or social media. Work-life balance? For many, it feels like work-life collision. And healthcare awareness is growing, but stress management is still seen as optional instead of essential. But here's the thing. Stress isn't always bad. Short bursts of stress, like when you're giving a presentation or playing a sport, can sharpen your focus. It's when stress becomes chronic, with no real breaks, that it turns harmful. The key isn't eliminating stress altogether. That's impossible. The key is learning how to manage it effectively, how to give your body and mind the reset they need. And that's exactly what we'll cover today. Tip 1. The power of the breath. Have you ever noticed how your breathing changes when you're stressed? It becomes shallow, fast, almost trapped in your chest. That's your body's fight or flight response kicking in. Here's the fix. Deep belly breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for a moment. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6 counts. Repeat this for just 1 minute, and you can literally lower your heart rate and signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your body. You don't need yoga mats or candles. You can do it in your car before walking into work, or at your desk between Zoom calls. Do you already practice deep breathing when stressed? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear. Tip 2. Move your body, even just a little. When stress piles up, many people freeze. They sit, scroll, or binge watch, hoping to relax. But here's the science. Physical movement actually clears stress hormones like cortisol from your bloodstream. And no, you don't need a 2-hour gym session. Studies show even a 10-minute brisk walk can reduce anxiety and improve mood. Try this. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do a few jumping jacks while waiting for your coffee to brew. Walk around the block after dinner. Think of your body like a pressure cooker. Movement is the valve that lets the steam out. Without it, pressure keeps building. Tip 3. The power of a pause. Mindfulness and mini meditations. Now, mindfulness might sound intimidating. Maybe you're picturing sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop. But in reality, mindfulness just means paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Here's a quick way to do it. Stop for 60 seconds. Close your eyes if you can. Notice one thing you hear, one thing you smell, one thing you feel physically, and one thought passing through your mind. That's it. You've just practiced mindfulness. Over time, this helps retrain your brain to respond more calmly to stress. Think of it as mental strength training. Just like lifting weights builds muscles, practicing mindfulness builds resilience. And here's a fun fact. Even major U.S. companies like Google and Nike now offer mindfulness programs for employees because the research shows it boosts productivity and lowers stress. Tip 4. Write it out. Ever felt your brain spinning with what-ifs and to-do lists? That's mental clutter. A simple fix. Journaling. Grab a notebook or even your phone's notes app. Spend 5 minutes writing down what's bothering you, what you're grateful for, or just a brain dump of tasks. The act of writing organizes your thoughts, making them feel less overwhelming. Think of it like cleaning out a messy closet. You can't deal with everything at once, but you can put things in order. In fact, research from the University of Texas found that expressive writing reduces stress and even improves immune function. Tip 5. Social connection. Don't go it alone. When we're stressed, we often withdraw. But isolation only makes stress worse. Humans are wired for connection. Talking to a friend, sharing a laugh, or even hugging someone you trust releases oxytocin, the feel-good hormone that lowers stress. You don't have to spill your deepest secrets. Sometimes just grabbing a coffee with a friend, calling your mom, or chatting with a coworker can lift your mood. Think about it. The most stressful times in history, from wars to pandemics, people got through them by leaning on each other. Why should today be any different? Tip 6. Prioritize rest. Because sleep isn't optional. One of the cruelest tricks of stress is that it steals your sleep. And then lack of sleep makes stress even worse. It's a vicious cycle. Here's the truth. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Yet about 1 in 3 Americans doesn't get enough. To break the cycle, try this. Stick to a regular sleep schedule even on weekends. Power down screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Create a wind-down ritual, like reading a book or stretching. Think of sleep as your body's natural repair system. Without it, stress piles up like unpaid bills. With it, you give yourself the energy to handle whatever comes your way. Let's do a quick recap. Use deep breathing to reset your body. Move your body to clear stress hormones. Practice mini mindfulness breaks. Write it out to organize your thoughts. Lean on social connections. Prioritize sleep to recharge fully. Here's the empowering part. You don't need to do all of these at once. Start with just one today. Maybe deep breathing before your next meeting or writing down your thoughts tonight. Small steps create big changes. Remember, stress will always be part of life, but you have the power to decide whether it controls you or you control it. If you learned something new today, hit that like button. If you want more science-based tips for living a healthier, calmer life, don't forget to subscribe. And share this video with someone in your life who might be feeling stressed right now. They'll thank you for it. You deserve peace, energy, and joy. And with these simple stress relief tips, you're already on your way.